As a junior, I was this height when I was really young. So I was sort of started out being a big. I was a 4 for a lot of my junior career, and then I had to transition into being a wing, as that's where I would be as I got older. And then there was a transition of even going from being a wing to a point guard as well. So that's been evolving throughout my entire career and being on different teams. Now I think that that's something that is one of my strengths, is that I am really versatile. I can play 1 through to 3 and guard 1 through to 4. So being able to evolve my game and fit into where teams need me to fit into has been something that's been evolving throughout my entire career. That's something that has always been a challenge for me as a kid, and even now into my adult years, is that I'm not super outgoing or talkative, a bit shy. So going into new environments where I don't know coaches and players and stuff is always really challenging for me. But as I've gotten older, it's gotten easier. It certainly is still a challenge even to this day. Coming here to Perth, I didn't know any of my teammates except for Amy and Maylee, and I didn't know any of the coaching staff. So even now, after 12 years of playing professionally, that was still a bit of a daunting experience for me. But yeah, once you get in there and you make friends and you get comfortable, it gets easier. I feel like I get asked a lot of what changed, but I feel like I've always sort of been this player, but I'm in an environment where you can really see that now. I've played the point guard position pretty much the entire season, which is where I feel like I am best fit. In a system that Ryan Petrick coaches, which just fit me so well, there was no sort of transition period for me. I just came in, and playing in the Perth Lynx basketball was just fast-paced, exciting, push the ball, shoot in the first 8 seconds. It sort of fits me perfectly individually as a basketball player. And then, yeah, just being in a really good environment with great teammates, great coaching staff. A lot of things have to go right for you to play your best basketball, and I think that I was lucky that I came into an environment where everything just sort of clicked for me, and I was able to show the basketball player that I am.
Just what the Lynx needed. She's pumped. Why wouldn't she be?
Over the years, I wouldn't have said that, you know, I'm a leader, just from the sense that, you know, I'm not vocal, really quiet, reserved, that type of thing. But as I've sort of gotten older, I feel like I have my own leadership style. So, you know, I lead with actions, and I've learnt that from my experiences. So, you know, I'm first to the gym, last to leave type of thing. Like my work ethic shows, and I think that I lead in that sense. And then also on the court, like I'm a point guard, so I feel like on the court I lead the team in what we need to be doing offensively and defensively. And yeah, I'm definitely a bit more talkative on the court than I am off, so that helps me as well. I think that it just comes naturally for me. Like I'm a little bit white line fever, extra competitive, so whatever needs to be done once we cross that white line, I just sort of click into gear. If they need me to be talkative and lead, then that's what I do, if it means that, you know, we win. So it's never been something that I've had to think about. It just sort of happened naturally with that competitive streak that I have. I feel like I was always ready in big moments, and I live for those big moments. I think as I've gotten older as well and gone to the biggest moments of all time, like Olympics and things like that, I've lent on some other things that I haven't done before. Like I've started writing down goals that I want to achieve in the game, and assessing how I went with them after the game. So I've really been leaning into the mental side of basketball as I've gotten older as well, which when I was younger, if you'd asked me to do that, I would have been like, I'm not doing that. But yeah, that's been really successful for me over the last couple of years of leaning into that mental side and making small changes like that has been huge for me. I feel like for me, once we get out into the court and we're communicating in a basketball sense, then it's easier to make those connections off the court. Once you start training with your teammates, that sort of happens organically. So yeah, certainly this year coming into Lynx, I just let it happen naturally and tried to be as outgoing and sort of talkative as I could be. But yeah, certainly out of my comfort zone. I've changed completely as an athlete over time. I don't like to take any days off, and Amy will yell at me like, no, we should probably take a day off. So I absolutely hate taking days off. I want to be in the gym all the time, getting better, lifting. It's sort of been an everyday thing for the past 1 to 2 years. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I think that I've been lucky here in Perth with the links. That setup there is so professional. It's easy just to go in there and love what you do and get better. I think that for me, I don't want to get to the end of my career and been like, oh, what if I've worked a little bit harder, I could have achieved this, this and this. So I'm sort of on a journey at the moment of making sure that I leave no stone unturned, so that when I do get to the end, I can look back and know that, yeah, I fulfilled my potential.